Hi everyone, this is Matt from tracyandmatt.co.uk, and having just got hold of my brand new Google Glass, I thought I'd do a quick unboxing video for you to see basically what you get with the glass package, and then I'm going to go ahead and set everything up and obviously get underway. I can't wait to actually get to grips with this and have a good play. So first of all, I've got the active shade, which isn't possibly the most exciting of items, but just quickly show you what that is. In here we have, let's open up, there we go. Inside we have Google Glass active shade, which is tucked away inside. Basically it's a tinted set of, or tinted lens for the Google Glass, basically turning the Google Glass into a pretty expensive set of sunglasses. I guess a bit more featured than just a set of sunglasses, but that's what the active shade's all about. So let's just move those to one side. That's one of the things that you do indeed get with the Google Glass. It is optional, but you don't have to pay for it, it comes with it. So the Google Glass box itself is pretty smart. It's attractive looking. It does come really well presented. Come in an outer box when it was shipped. And then inside we have, let's move that box out of the way, we have the glass itself. So this all peels back, this is all stuck down. So it's the first time it's been opened. Move all that out of the way. So we have the Google Glass itself in the middle. As you can see, I've got the pale colour version here. So it has this titanium band all the way around the outside. The nose bands here also on titanium wires, and these are fully adjustable. Around the device we have the back, the actual, this is the battery compartment effectively at the back. You have the Google Glass button. There's also a little point there is the bone conducting, I believe that's the bone conducting, maybe not, no, I think I just powered it up. One of those is bone conductor. There's a button on the top. This area here at the side is also touch sensitive. We use that to navigate through the cards on the display. Underneath we have the micro USB sync and charge connector. So we use that for obviously charging the unit, and also for pulling down any photos or videos, or adding and removing content basically from the unit. Is through there. The little LED at the back, that's your kind of status LED, which is now off. I think I've managed to power it down. But that's there, and the whole thing is quite flexible, very rigid, very flexible, and very robust. Google say that this will really take quite pounding, and we can actually move this around quite a lot. On the front we have, facing forwards, and possibly the thing that I guess is possibly the most controversial, is the forward-facing camera. It's a 5 megapixel autofocus camera, capable of obviously recording or shooting stills, but also capable of recording video, set at 720p. So you can record short video clips, and the standard basically is like 10 seconds of video clips. Let's see if we can turn that off. There we go, shut that down. So you can record short video clips, and indeed obviously take your photos. That's all on this arm here that's slightly adjustable, so you can move it in and out. And the thing that we have in there, basically you've got a prism in there. If you can really make that out, let's try and bring that into focus. There's a prism. So we have a display on the inside, which is a 640 by 360 display, which basically projects an image through that prism into your eye. Google say that that's equivalent of watching a 25-inch display around 8 feet from your eye. That's kind of how big it comes out when you actually look at it. So that's sort of kind of the hardware aspect of it. And there we go, we actually got the details in there. Look, oh, there we go. So let's listen, on, off, touch, capture, see. There we go. So had we read that before, we know what all the buttons do. So I'll just move that to one side for a second, take a look at what else is in the box. And underneath we have a nice carrying bag, which has like a hardened end, which is obviously where the business part goes in, to keep that safe. And then also, let's move this out of the way, the rest of it is much softer. Obviously it's like little totes for keeping all of the parts in. We then have the getting started stuff. I think this is kind of documentation, I would guess. Let's take a look. Yeah, so this is kind of documentation cards. Need to be looking at those in a few minutes, see what they're all about. We then have the charger. So we have a USA 2 flat pin plug with a USB socket on the back, and then I won't get it out because it's all nice and neat and tidy in the bottom, but you can see a USB to micro USB. That's the sync charge cable. It is all nice and neat, so I'm not going to get that out. Also with it we get, take that out, we get a mono headphone, or earphone I should say. So that basically plugs into the micro USB socket on the bottom and gives us mono audio into obviously one ear, because we do support audio through the micro USB. This obviously comes with it, and you can also get a stereo headphone with it, well, extra, $85. I chose not to because I thought $85 was kind of expensive. So that is an adjustable thing though for your ear, so you can make that comfortable. That's everything that we get inside the box. Just move that away for a moment. We'll come back to the glass and just talk about the rest of the specification really. And the specification is, well, it's a little bit controversial really. In terms of published specification, we've obviously discussed the camera, that's published. And obviously the optical eyepiece, that's published. But the processor is something of a little bit of a debate, I should say. So that's basically, I think the Smart Money says this is a dual core 1 GHz processor, an OMAP processor. We do understand that we have around 682 megabytes of RAM, although others are reportedly it's up to 1 gigabyte. But again, I think the most common statement is that it's 682 megabytes of RAM. There's 16 gig of onboard storage, although only 12 gig is usable by the usable to the user, or accessible to the user. The rest is the actual operating system and so on. So 12 gig is available to the end user, so that you can store videos and photos and that sort of stuff on there. So that's and audio if you wanted to, can also go on there. 5 megapixel autofocus camera, we already mentioned, does do 720p video recording, bone conducting audio as well. Wi-Fi supports 802.11b and G standards. There's no N standard for Wi-Fi built in, unfortunately. Bluetooth there as well, although we don't know what version of Bluetooth it is. I suspect it's probably, well, it should be at least 2, but possibly 4. There's also a tilt sensor built into it, so that you can use actually your head movements and gestures to activate and deactivate glass. So you can tilt your head upwards to activate glass, and downwards to switch it back off again, or right up and down again. That battery, again, that's one of those things that's been sort of subject to debate. The capacity is, well, there's so many different variations of what the capacity is. It's not even worth mentioning, but Google do say that it's good for 1 day of battery use, but I know that a lot of the glass users are saying that you'd be very lucky to get a full day out of it if you're using it in any sort of great deal. In terms of the other stuff, I think that's pretty much it. So most of this is controlled through MyGlass and also voice control. The MyGlass app on an Android phone, it does obviously require a little bit of setup, and most of it is the voice control, and you say you issue voice commands to the glass in order to get it working. So that's just a quick look at the Google Glass, and obviously once I've got it set up and running, I'm certainly going to be tweeting a little bit about my experiences with it, and I'll be using it hopefully over the next well, few weeks, and getting used to it, getting to play with it and getting to grips with it. I'll be tweeting and putting stuff on Google. So if you want to ask me any questions, please do so. You can find me on Twitter at TracyAmat, that's TracyAndMatt, or on Facebook, it's facebook.com/tracyamat.co.uk. If If you want to find me on Google Plus, which is probably the most sensible thing to do as it's a Google product, Google Plus, I am Plus, Matt Davis 1, MattDavis and the number 1, or the main page for the site, which is plus Leodee, Leodee, which is also our YouTube profile name. I'll be back soon with some more videos and reviews on tracyandmatt.co.uk, and indeed probably some videos shot with the Google Glass. But for now, thanks for watching.